Hearing the music and seeing them on TV, it changed my life forever. It's still changing lives. And look at him. He comes in the neighborhoods. Do you see the love that he has for our people? And I'm going to make y'all do something. Like Mama said, a man, to respect someone, you stand up for this man. So let's give him a standing ovation for all these years, being in the trenches, giving up for our people, selfless, sometimes with no pay, no sleep, doing what he do. Y'all give it up. Get your pens and your papers out. Don't just do this. Tomorrow they will be on the west side at the African Village with Zaza Ali speaking. And we're going to go there, have information on that. And 5840 West Madison. But let's give it up for our brother who loves us enough to come here on 71st Street. Give it up for Prof.Griff.
Thank you very much. Thank you. Thank you. Thank you. In the divine name of the Supreme Being, I want to greet everyone with a civilized greeting. Hotep. Peace, shalom, assalamu alaikum, or lafia, whatever greeting you go by, whatever school of thought that you're from. Bro, excuse me, but you never did give me your name. I'm admiring your aunt. That's coming with me when I leave, but that's another story. I want to thank you for your words of wisdom earlier. Let's give a brother a round of applause. Okay, and if this brother don't stop moving so I can can y'all just give it up with SB1? Give it up for the brother. When the brother first called me to ask me to do this, I didn't even take him serious. I thought it was a little kid on the phone. Like, yo, Griff, could you? I'm like, bro. I thought he was asking me to come DJ or something. I'm like, no. But in all seriousness, thank y'all for coming out. This is beautiful, man, really. I'm trying to bring my energy down so we can talk as a family, because I'm sure by the end of the talk, at least 40% of y'all gonna be angry and mad. The other ones might want to fight because the brother didn't call me here to come to speak to kind of mince words and sound cute and all that kind of stuff. I need to say whatever is on my heart, because I think it's imperative, man, that we stop wasting time. I think you said it best. If Sister Soldier said that we're at war, all right, then what are we doing? Are we acting like we're at war? I think what we need to do is take these particular things that not only myself and other people, lyrics coming from the poets and the MCs, the griots that tell the stories, the poets, I think we need to take it a little bit more serious, because think about it like this, and this is very real, and this is a question I think me and Zaza was going over on the show. If we was to get free tomorrow, the people right here in this room, are we qualified enough to build a civilization for ourselves? Just with us in this room. No, just think about it. All right? If you're not, just answer it for yourself. If you're not, then what is it that we need and I need to do as an individual to qualify myself to bring something to the table? Is that cool? I mean, can we think about that? Yeah. And being very real, we have to start thinking in terms of being free and controlling our own destiny. All right? Let me ask you something. How long do you think this cracker gonna keep feeding us?
He's not.
No, I'm serious. How long do you think that's gonna happen? How long do you think McDevils and Murder King and Toxic Hell and Drunken Donuts gonna stay open? And then what's gonna happen when it closes? Zaza, didn't you tell me there's a water shortage on the West Coast? They're about to have lines wrapped around the block just to get water.
Yeah.
No, I'm serious.
Yeah.
I see some of y'all bearing witness, but for those of y'all that don't understand the seriousness of what that actually means, listen. The earth consists of 75% water, right or wrong. So is the human body. Do you realize in order for you, let me get that light out of my face. Do you realize that in order for you to have memory, you have to have water in the body? Preferably alkaline water. So the memory sits in and comes through the water, because it vibrates in the water. Can you imagine if you have no liquids in the body? You can't even remember shit. Are you following me?
Yeah.
I mean, that's very real. So to have a water shortage on a water that these people are not even purifying, it's not even to the standard where you can even drink it or put it on your body, because anything you put in your body, you should be able to put on your body, right? And vice versa, right or wrong. So can you just imagine a water shortage in California, and it's moving its way towards the East Coast. And none of us have a water treatment plant. None of us have that particular, well, some of us do. There's some scientists in this room right now. We can put a couple of drops of chlorophyll and some other stuff in the water. We can purify it and bring up the alkaline up. Am I right or wrong?
Yeah.
So we do have the scientists that can do that. But what if it's no water to purify? All right? We have to start thinking in terms of controlling our own destiny. All right? All right. I just wanted to say that to lay a base. Thank you, Miss Monica Dixon, for showing up. Really appreciate it. Let's give this sister a round of applause. No problem. And Jamila, you was right. I think I've known you now 20-something years. You don't know? Okay. Yeah. I think I met you when you was dating a fat white dude. But anyway. You should have never told jokes, man, because you know I got some. But no, she's absolutely right. Me and her husband have been traveling together for the last 10 years. He's been collecting now for the last 22 years. And I travel with her husband, and he does a Black History 101 mobile museum. And that brother deserves a round of applause for all the hard work that he does, seriously. So, I'm going to just tell y'all straight up, I'm about to dive into the lecture. I want to just let the elders know, can excuse my French. I'm just telling y'all from the rip. They took our language from us, so I never got it back in order to formulate these words to communicate. Are you following me? But if I stood up here and said, I love you, would you take me serious if I didn't demonstrate it with my action? All right? This bastard language called English is not even equipped enough to handle this subject today. Not because I'm telling it. It's because I got to try to communicate to my people through a language that they forced on us. Are you following me? Can you imagine trying to free yourself using a bastard language called English? One word in the dictionary got 9 different definitions. Are you following me? So this is very, very, very confusing. And in most cases, in my book, The Psychological Covert War on Hip Hop, which is here, I taught a subject dealing with symbology. All right? Because Brother Kaba taught us that a picture is worth 1,000 words, but a sign and symbol is worth 1,000 pictures. And we have to begin this understanding the science of decoding. We're going to do some of that today, but we have to decode these symbols in order to extract the value and the meaning. All right? So I'm going to step out Joe's way. What I need to do before I get started, I need everyone to kind of look around the room, find a very unfamiliar face. Not at me, around the room. Everybody stand up out of your comfort zone, and everybody shake somebody's hand. You ain't got to go far. Just stand up and greet somebody, hug their neck, do something. All right? All right. All right. The body of work that I'm going to present today, you can see Sister Zaza in the back. Zaza, raise your hand so they can see you. You can see Sister Zaza in the back. And aspects of this are on several different DVDs, so just choose one, make a deal with her. She accepts Captain Crunch coupons, food stamps, whatever you got. All right, make a deal with her. Is that cool? All right, so I'm going to pass some of these flyers back. As Jamila said, we do a radio show every Tuesday and Thursday, and we do a very dynamic interview every Wednesday night with our good brother Rich, who puts it up on YouTube, and we definitely want to thank that brother. So I'm going to pass these back. Take one, pass it around, pass it back. I'm going to put these on that side, and take one and just kind of pass it back. Is that cool? If we run out, Zaza has some more in the back. While we're passing these back, listen, brothers and sisters, seriously. This is what I'm about to talk about. I'm going to deal with the manipulation and the control and the engineering of human consciousness in hip-hop. But while I'm going through this, could you please do me a favor, everybody? Just kind of take a deep breath and take your sensitivity off your sleeve. All right? I'm going to say that again. Take your sensitivity off your sleeve. This is nothing personal to anybody in this room. Malcolm said, When you throw a rock in the crowd of dogs, the only one that hollers the one that get hit. Do not take this shit personal. All right, I'm just letting y'all know from the rip, don't take it personal. All right? If I see your body language twitching and you folding your arms, getting all red face, all right, and you about to explode, just go take a walk, man. What's this? Emmett Till Boulevard or something?
Yeah.
Go take a walk or something, man. Go breathe, let it out, squat, do whatever you gotta do, but control yourself, man. Do some yoga, some positions, or whatever the hell y'all do, but just let's bring it back down so we can reason and so we can dialogue. Is that cool? All right, cool. I'm trying to find a place where I can stand out of one. Let me just kind of stand over here. I want to introduce y'all to my choir. But anyway, they're gonna be helping me out. All right, let me dive into this. I took several pieces of several lectures to construct this because my good brother, the God who invited me here, we never talked about a subject. I guess I just want you to come and just speak. All right, so I said, cool. Lo and behold, I checked my emails 2 days ago, and what did you send me? Yeah, Rick, well, I need to know your subject, bro. Stop that. Stop that. But that's good, though. It's good that we leave it open sometime. You understand what I'm saying? So we can just kind of talk as a family. All right? The psychological covert war on hip-hop. As you already know, this book, it took me a minute to write simply because the book got burned up in a house fire that I had and it didn't start by somebody cooking bacon and eggs or something. I was in New York and I got the phone call, your house is on fire. Y'all know it was those people. I'm not gonna mince words tonight. All right? So by the time I got to Atlanta to get the investigator on the scene, the dude that came to, turn the gas on was nowhere to be found. But he ended up in the hospital and there's no hospital record and no record of this dude. Right. All right? This book was in the computer when that happened. So I had to recall it and rewrite it again. But sometimes that's a blessing because fire is purification. Right? So sometimes you have to do that to pull the best out of you. Now some people crumble under that pressure. But we're not built that way. I get questions all the time. Prof.Griff, man, you think black people are going to make it? I said, shit, we're here. We made it through all the other madness right along. Why should we stop now? Robin Harris said, we like baby kids, right or wrong. We don't die. Thank you. Some of y'all having too many babies, but we're going to talk about that in a minute. No, we're going to talk about that in a minute. My mom at 13, I'm the 7th son, the 12th child. So for the numerologists, don't start doing those numbers yet. Hold on for a second. Let me get through this. The psychological covert war on hip-hop. Ology is the study of the psyche. All right? And the psyche in ancient Kemet is the soul. Psychology is not the study of the mind. The reason why our open enemy and our oppressor wants to reduce it to the mind is simply because he has no soul. And the only soul that he studies is our soul. Are you following? And I'm going to show you that. I'm going to show you that in a minute. The idea of a covert war that's being waged on the souls of black folks was very interesting to me. I've seen all the signs and symbols going on that Steve Coakley and other brothers and Ashwa Kwesi and other brothers was teaching. All right, but I've seen these particular things in hip hop, and I decided to start making the connection. But when I started talking about it, it was only to a handful of people because I thought I would get massive opposition. Some people gravitated towards it, but the people that gave me the opposition was inside of the music industry because they didn't want this told. Are you following me? So the whole idea of the study of the psyche and a covert war being waged on the soul of black folks through the medium of hip-hop. Hip-hop is higher infinite power healing our people.
That's right.
Hip-hop is higher infinite power healing our people. All right? So as I said before, we do a radio show every Tuesday and Thursday. The call-in number is 347-633-9644. Take the number down, get the flyer, call in, and let's dialogue. All right? Y'all better hurry up, man, because this net neutrality is creeping up on us. If you don't know what net neutrality is, they about to lock the internet down. All right? You think all the cute little naked pictures y'all be sending back and forth, they're keeping a database on all of us. Are you following me? You got to pay for every email, every attachment, all right? And you got 2 or 3 email addresses, you're going to start paying for that in a minute. All right? So we have to keep these things in mind. All right? The internet was the ARPANET. Before then it was the DARPANET, set up by the CIA. No, y'all didn't hear me. It was set up by the CIA. So why would you, we're going to go over Facebook in a minute. So why would you put all of your information on the internet? Brother Kalanji said Facebook is the do-it-yourself FBI profile. Okay, you understand what I'm saying? I mean, you create your own file and you turn it over to the NSA, National Security Agency. They work hand in hand with Zuckerberg. Are you following me? And this is very real. So we talk about those things and a myriad of other things on our show every Tuesday and Thursday. She don't like this picture. No, you out there having a fit. I like the picture. Don't y'all like the picture?
Yeah.
She back there having a fit. She said, bro, you wait till we get home. I got some backup right now. Talk that for real. I like this picture. I just wanted to say to my sister Zaza, thanks for being on the front line with me, because I definitely needed some balance, man, like a lot of us men do. We do, seriously. And I want to say thank you to Zaza and all the other women in the room. Thank you all very much. Brothers, let's give the sisters a round of applause. Now, Zaza, don't take the picture out of the laptop later on. But seriously, the sister has brought a different energy to the table. And I'm going to tell y'all, Jamila was correct. I've been doing this before Public Enemy. You understand what I'm saying? So this would be my 5th time around. All right? So, but my thing is, if you're born to do it, you're born to do it. You don't start counting the years, so you follow me. You just do the damn thing. It is what it is. But sister brought something to the table, and I have to salute the sister and take my hat off to her. I walked in one of the offices, and Pete knocked on the door because the door was closed. Pete in, and the sister was taking a nap. And I was like, damn, I mean, she'd be reading while she's taking a nap. This is what her bed looks like. I ain't even call you out, Zaza. That's a hell of work. You doing a whole bunch of damn reading, man, for real. All right, y'all, ease up. That ain't her damn bed for real, bro. I heard somebody say, damn. But it's good to laugh so we can kind of digest the truth, don't y'all think?
Yeah.
Okay, cool, because trust me, in about 20 minutes, we not going to be laughing, man, for real. Myself and Zaza, what we're doing with Enemy Minds Radio, we're bringing Dr. Francis Cresswell to the ATL, and we're going to be talking about the divine goddess principle, all right? So if y'all can make it to the ATL, just let us know. Come on. We got some seats for the brothers and sisters from the Shy. All right, that's Saturday, May 23rd from 2 to 8. And on that ticket is Marimba, sister Marimba Ani. And give the sister a round of applause. Y'all don't know that sister, Google her, all right? And of course, Miss Zaza Ali is going to be dropping some things on us with your host, Prof.Griff, all right? Let's dive into this thing, man, for real. Now, I don't know, bro. These slides don't look like they're going to fit. Let's give these brothers a round of applause. Do you think you might need to move the projector up a little? I'm not sure, because what I was going to say about this is a black and white picture, Public Enemy, first time we went to London. All right? Now, brothers, they were not ready for what we had. They thought we was coming on some cooning buffoonery. When we hit that stage with that siren, all right, now it fits. We just, excuse me? Oh, no, I'm good, thank you. In a minute. All right, one, right. Like I was saying, they weren't ready for it, I think, simply because from what they've been hearing from hip-hop from America, all right? But let's understand something, brothers and sisters. When the vibration, I want to definitely direct this to the MCs. When your music leaves your mouth on wax and it leaves the studio, and it's filtered through the hands of your enemy, you no longer control it. They can make it sound like and look like anything they need it to sound like. Are you following me? So by the time we got overseas, they painted us a whole different picture of Public Enemy. Are you following me? So much so, MI5, MI6, which is equivalent to the CIA here, all right, was dogging our trail. All right, so we got to keep those things in mind, and you keep those things in mind with what y'all are doing on this stage. All right, and we need to understand that, because when we go out to raise the vibrational pitch of our people, the vibrational pitch of our thinking, of the masses of the people, we have to keep in mind that the enemy is always listening and watching. As a matter of fact, they here right now. If you're an agent and you're in the room, no, we just gotta give it up for them. Let's give it up for the agents since they're here. It's the dude that ain't clapping. Got his arms folded and shit, looking around like. we know you, because you're telling on yourself. Or it's the other one that's so damn loud. He's the one. You understand what I'm saying? Who yells the loudest, claps the hardest. But right now his butt cheeks are tight because he can't wait to get out of here because there's too much energy for him in the room. Are you following me? So, but in a minute, he's going to leave early. But we're not going to look at the people that leave early, but that's him. But if you're an agent and you're working for the government, spell the name right, buy a DVD at least, drop something in the bucket, right? The agents got to give up some money, right or wrong. They got to donate. So if you're an agent, whatever stipend they gave you, whatever petty cash that you dipped into, leave something here with us. Is that cool? Okay, cool. And those of y'all that are here and you true to life and you real and you know some agents, just kind of, let them know that we know who they are. So just kind of like, just tell them to participate. Is that cool? Okay, cool. So let's push forward. This is then, that was then, this is now, and this dude is still the same. So we're not going to talk about that. All right? We're not going to talk about that. But I'm putting this up here to show y'all 20, 30 years of hard work just in Public Enemy. There was something going on parallel to that end before this. Are you following me? So to the young people that may see this on YouTube or the DVD, please let them know I just didn't come on the scene. Can you kind of let them know that? I'm not that young dude that y'all think I am, coming at me all sideways and crooked. We're going to deal with that today. Is that cool? I'm going to move real fast. Every birth is the rebirth of an ancestor. Every birth is a rebirth of an ancestor. The ancestors live within us. They speak to us from within us. All right? So it's nothing spooky when we call on the spirit of the ancestors to be among us. All right? There was one ancestor that just made transition the other day. Let's give it up for our good brother, Dr. Ben.
Ben, yes.
If you do not have Dr. Ben's work, all right, let me tell you what's going to happen. I'm going to move real quick. See, the enemy knows Dr. Ben's work and the weight of his work on the people. So right now, he knows Dr. Ben made his transition. What they're going to do is go by the publishing to his work. And then they're going to take his work and put it in a vault somewhere so you can't get to it. Are you following me? So let's not let that happen. The same thing happened to William Cooper. Remember William Cooper, Behold the Pale Horse?
Yeah.
If you buy his book today, it's a different book. It's not the same book. All right? So let's be wise. All right? Because he's plotting and planning right now as we speak. All right? Go get Dr. Ben's work. Make sure you have the book. Even if you don't read it, pass it on to your children's children. All right? Because Dr. Ben said heaven's between the legs of the African woman. Am I right or wrong? And that's not on some cheap surface level. It's a lot deeper than that. All right? Let's push forward. I wanted to show this film. Let's see if the sound is up. Where's my bad? SP1. Oh, you ripping and running? I'm playing this film clip to check the sound. Maybe. Hold on for a second. Obviously, there's no sound. How you doing today? All right, you got that $3 you owe me?
Because really, since women stopped being able to have babies, what's left to hope for?
The world was stunned today by the death of Diego Ricardo, the youngest person on the planet. The youngest person on Earth was 18 years, 4 months, 20 days, 16 hours, and 8 minutes old.
The ultimate mystery. Why are women infertile? Some say it's genetic experiments, pollution. Why do you think we can't make babies anymore?
Doesn't matter. It's all over in 50 years. It's too late.
Hello, Theo. Have you been? I'm sorry about the theatrics. Police have been a pain in the
This is children of men.
I haven't seen you for nearly 20 years.
Need your
No
help.
one has had a baby in 18 years.
Girl. Need to get her there.
No one was allowed to get pregnant.
Checkpoints.
And the only one that was pregnant was a black woman who was ready to give birth to the Messiah in this
So why
story.
did you come to me?
I trust you.
Show him.
He has that look on his face for a few reasons.
We have to meet the boat.
What is this boat?
The Human Project have sent a boat.
The Human Project.
It's the greatest minds in the world working for a new society.
You gotta listen to what these crackers be saying, man.
It's the miracle.
This is hidden in plain sight.
We will find a way to get you to the Human Project, I promise you.
We're almost there.
You get the point, right? Let's understand this. We share the same cultural experience from the oldest person in the room, hopefully into the youngest person in the room. All right? Growing up, I survived all 4 of these. How about you? Come on, talk to me. Nah, bro, what you talking about back there is child abuse. I ain't talking about that. I'm not talking about. I'm talking about surviving this. How many did you survive? I can add about 4 more to these. Miss Louise Griffin didn't play. You know them Hot Wheel tracks? Well, she taped something together and used it as a slingshot. Now let me stop. But my mom was no joke. But you see, outside of this cultural experience, other people viewing this may not understand this. So the dialogue that we have to have today, we might be speaking outside of some people's cultural experience. So let's all get on the same cultural page. The culture is that vehicle that connects the old to the new. Bro, you about to lose that camera, bro. Oh, you good? Oh, okay. The culture is, your culture is your primary source of education. Your culture defines your enemy. All right? Everything we think, we do, we talk, we eat, we walk, we communicate, we resonate with nature, that's your culture. All right? This is the thing, this is the glue that keeps us together. All right? Putting this up, if you can resonate with this, all right, you have an idea of staying in the cultural boundaries, all right, in this particular conversation that we're going to have today. And when all else fails, you know what I'm talking about, right? I don't need to explain this. That's good. Culturally speaking, coming up in the projects, and that's exactly what it was, a project. All right, do you realize that's what that was? And we survived the project. And the project was designed for several reasons, all right? And they extracted all of those things out of that particular experience being in the project that they needed, all right? The sad part about it, we left the project and we didn't extract the valuable lessons that we need to come back together once we left the project, all right, to put together a civilization and a culture for ourselves. But we borrowed anything we can borrow to keep our people together. But what they dropped in the project was the so-called good book, the Holy Bible. Holy is something that has not been mixed, diluted, or tampered with. Drugs, money, liquor, guns, death, destruction, prostitution, stripping, drugs, everything that they could put in the project to see if we survived, and guess what? We survived it. Some of us came out of the physical project and we still had a project mentality. We working on that. Most of us in this room are still in transition. Am I right or wrong?
You're right.
Okay, cool. There's nothing wrong with that. This is the latest 2 Bill Cosby rape victims. Quiet, they didn't get that. This is a valuable lesson that we need to learn about Bill Cosby. And I'm saying this to the youngest woman in the room. We need to extract a lesson from this Bill Cosby situation simply because now they're referring to him as a serial rapist. They ain't proved a damn thing, but he's a serial rapist. Like OJ is the poster boy for murder and domestic violence. Chris Brown and a few other people. Ray Rice, they the poster boys. White people have been doing this ever since they've been on the planet, but we the poster boys. Michael Sands, is that the gay football player dude? But he's the poster boy for homosexuality and breaking the mold for homosexuals in sports. Stop that. There's been homosexuals in sports, right or wrong. They just ain't told you about it. But this is critical simply because the attack on, listen, I don't dig Bill Cosby like that. That's right. He's Boule, which are the advisors of the king. We're not going to talk about the Boule tonight. But not only that, Bill Cosby went on a tour talking about us like we dogs. Am I right or wrong? Did you catch the tour? Right. I sat in the audience a couple of times and I caught the tour. But I'm saying they're attacking Bill Cosby, and once they destroy Bill Cosby, all of those people that still look up to Bill Cosby, all right? This attack is not on Bill Cosby, it's for us. Because they did basically the same thing to Michael Jackson, am I right or wrong? Yeah. And we can name a few other brothers that they've done this to. Now, I'm not saying go rally behind Bill Cosby. We don't know if he's guilty or innocent, am I right or wrong? Right. Shouldn't have been messing with girls in the first place. Are you following me? With his beautiful black wife at home. But what we need to do is bring Bill Cosby back into the cultural conversation. Willingly or unwillingly, sister, he gonna have to come. That's my point. Are you following me? But this attack on Bill Cosby is not just Bill Cosby, all right? It's our children's children. Because when we're dead and gone and our children's children look back at this, they're gonna say, well, damn, I didn't know Bill Cosby was a serial rapist. Because we don't control the flow of information now, do we? All right, let's push forward. Be born again for what? I was born right the first time. We have to start understanding this from this perspective. But for most religious people in the audience, you're looking at this like, that's not what that means, Griff. This means born again. All right? Born again into what? Born again into either the knowledge of self, born again into a certain spirit or a certain religious ideology. All right? But this was perfect the first time. All right? All we needed to do was take the sister and guide the sister, right or wrong, and bring her into this cultural conversation. I'm sorry y'all can't see this. Every now and then I'll just turn the screen around or something, all right? Y'all good? You need to hear it? Okay, cool. All right. All right, if something jump off, I might need that ratchet you got. Is that cool? All right, cool, no problem. I won't rest until black children are taught to love themselves as themselves. Don't sometimes even, how many people work with white people? Don't sometimes you just want to be your black self? Yeah. Don't you just want to come to work sometimes, just your hair nappy as hell, go like this? Don't you? Thank you, bro, just like that. I'm serious. Brother in the back, I don't mean anything. I'm seeing your shiny, beautiful bald head. I didn't mean anything by the nappy head, but I'm saying, don't you just want to go to work sometime, even with the bald head, don't you just want to go to work sometime, bro, and put on like a Jerry curl wig or something and spray it, do one of these numbers? I'm serious, man. Sometimes we should just be out